We're here today to announce the new West Tigers board. It's a big moment, I think, for the club and for the game, so we're very pleased to be here to do that. What I would say is it's the end of a long process, but it's a process where there's been an enormous amount of cooperation between West, between Balmain and between the NRL. We set out to get ourselves 3 outstanding directors, and I think we've achieved that. And I'm very happy and very thankful for the cooperation that the team has undertaken in getting us to this point. So what I'd like to do is just introduce the directors. We have Rosemary Sinclair, who's got an extensive amount of experience in media and telcos. We have Lucio Di Bartolomeo, who's got an extensive and a long distinguished career in energy and rail. We have Marina Go, who's got, again, an extensive career in publishing and media. They will join 2 directors from West in Simon Cook and Tony Andriaco. So that will make up the new board of the West Tigers. The other thing I'd like to say before we move to questions, I'd like to thank the outgoing board for what has been a difficult time. We all know it's been a difficult time, and I would like to thank them for their ongoing contribution as we move into the new board. And the other thing I would say is we set out to set up a board such that West Tigers, for the fans, could go back to being a great club, and it can move from strength to strength. And I think we've achieved that with the 3 directors and the new board that we're talking about here. Thank you.
I guess, Dave, how disappointing is it that the NRL has had to step in because the Tigers couldn't sort it out themselves?
Look, I think this is the end of a process whereby West, Balmain and the NRL have worked together to get to this point. We've been supported by the outgoing board, and I think the cooperation has been extensive. What I'd say is this is a joint effort. Where we are today is with 3 outstanding directors that are going to join an outstanding club with 2 outstanding directors from West. The Balmain side, at this point in time, they're not financial. The minute they're financial, the way that we've set the deal up is they have the ability to step in. We look forward to that being the case. We look forward to the Balmain side being able to take up their 2 seats on the board. But it's been an outstanding success to get us to this point. Taken longer than we would have liked, but nonetheless, I think we're in a good position.
How long do you think it'll be before Balmain can take those 2 seats up and become financially viable?
Well, look, the way that we've structured the deal is that there's a 2-year option. And we really hope and look forward to Balmain being able to take their seats on the board and they've been a part of the club for a long time, and we hope that we look forward to the fact that they're going to be able to do that.
2 female directors on the board, a good step forward towards diversity?
Look, I think, to be honest, the quality of the 3 directors that are stood here with me today, it's fantastic. It's a privilege to be stood with people of such great depth and experience. I think the fact that we've got 2 senior female directors on the board is fantastic as well, but fundamentally we have 3 very, very high quality people.
Is this an end to, I guess, the fighting between the 2 different parts of the joint venture club?
Look, I think what we have here is we set up to unify the board because it's a great club and the fans deserve it. I think what we have is a board here, 5 people with an extensive range of experience that are connected to the community and to the community clubs, and I think it'll go from strength to strength.
What's the process from here about appointing a coach?
Well, I can't comment on that because I'm not part of the board, but I think that is a matter for the board going forward, and the board will be constituted very quickly from here, and I guess that'll be one of the things on the agenda at their first board meeting.
When is the first board meeting?
Somebody can help me out with that.
We're looking to have our first board meeting actually on Sunday night.
Is there a chairman as such, or is it something we decide on, or chairperson, I should say?
Yeah, so the way that we've set the constitution up is that the board will elect its chairman or chairwoman, and that will be something for the board to consider. It's important, obviously, that the board firstly gets to know each other and sits down and talks about what the key issues are, and as part of that, they will elect a chairman.
Is this a template, Dave, for what you want going forward? We've been all talk about governance and the way the board's structured. Do you see this as a template for maybe what will happen down the track?
Well, I think where we've arrived at today is a significant step forward for this club in terms of the experience that we've managed. We're lucky enough to have come onto the board, which is terrific. I think yesterday I was up in Newcastle and we were talking about the new board up in Newcastle, which will have a number of non-executive nominated directors, and hopefully we'll be lucky enough to get local community-based directors up there making a contribution to the board. Across the game, we've got some very great experience in our boardroom, so I think it won't be one size fits all. What we're looking for is top quality boards that make really good quality decisions and are functional, and I think we've arrived with West Tigers. That's where we are today.
So obviously finding a new coach is likely to be the first big step for you in this position.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a matter for the board, and it will clearly be on our first agenda. Absolutely.
And so will there be a discussion about Mick Potter's future, or is it pretty much you're just looking for a new coach straight away?
No, we're open to the entire realm of possibility, and a decision has not been made. The board will have to make the decision.
So how does that work?
Yeah.
Do you get a recommendation from Grant? Or
Absolutely. Yeah,
So-
we're looking forward to working with Grant. I mean, as you would appreciate, we haven't had a meeting with Grant yet.
I guess talk us through when you're meeting and what the process is of this new board, when we decide the new chairperson.
So we're meeting very soon. We're meeting on Sunday, and we will have a discussion around the process. I think the process is very important for good sporting governance.
Do you hope to have a decision on the coach within the week? Do you want it to be out of the way quickly?
I won't comment on the timing, but clearly we understand that there is a sense of urgency around this.
Is it disappointing for you that the NRL has had to come in and I guess be a peacemaker in this whole saga?
I can't comment on the past because, obviously I'm part of the future. I don't think that anything's disappointing. I think that, businesses go through different changes in their cycle. This organisation is no different. I have a sporting governance background. I sat on the board of Netball Australia for many years, and we went through a very similar process. So this is a part of the new opportunity for West Tigers, and we're all really grateful and thankful to be part of it, very excited.
What's the relationship between the two sides of the joint venture? It has been strained in the past.
Again, I can't comment on that, except to say that as the board, we will represent the best interests of all the shareholders. That's our duty.